Well, this was not the prettiest game, but both teams really competed hard. We were up against it most of the night. The run early in the third, you know, could have broken us, but we kept playing and kept competing. You know, worked our way back, got into a position to win the game, and had a couple shots at it at the end. And then, you know, get down 6 in overtime, and just really, guys showed a lot of guts, just hanging in there and just finding a way to, you know, get some points on the board and get one. So, Jeremy Lamb was tremendous, you know, off the bench. He was a plus 19 in 23 minutes. Terry Taylor, this is really his first meaningful action in the NBA. We went to him early because of their small lineup, and he really delivered as well. He had, you know, 7 points, and he was a plus as well. And his minutes were great because he kept us afloat and actually kept us above water while Domas was resting. So Domas was a beast. You know, we had a lot of the guys that played well. You know, Karras had a frustrating night shooting the ball, but he just kept competing. And so, in a season like this where so much has gone against us, you know, this was a game that was a microcosm of it. Things kept going against us, but the guys just kept fighting and got the win, and so I'm real happy for them.
Justin Holiday gets the steal and goes down and scores. How big was that play, and just his overall play down the stretch of that game?
Yeah, Justin made several big plays. You know, during one of our runs, he hit a big three. He got a handback from Sabonis on a post up for a layup. You know, at a point where we really needed a basket, and then defensively, you know, that was certainly the play of the game because it's a steal and a conversion at the other end. So, you know, he's a terrific competitor and a winner, and you know, not surprising that he made that play, but it was a special sequence.
You talk about Sabonis being a beast. Justin said like the offense just flows a lot easier when he's in there. And how did you see him just operating tonight with his 5th triple-double of the season?
Well, you know, a lot of it was just pure grit and just going into a crowd of white jerseys and just coming out with the ball and just continuing to go up and up and up. And, you know, he just, he's the epitome of, you know, what a warrior in this league is. He just finds a way to impact winning. And look, we had every frustrating thing happen that you can have. We had missed 11 free throws in the game, I think. We had some turnovers that were head scratchers, you know, but guys just kept going. We just kept saying, hey, stay positive, keep playing, and we found a way. So it was great.
And what did you think of the way Jeremy responded? I think he missed Karras in the corner for what would have been a wide open three. They come down and get a three with Lou Dort go up 6, and then, you know, Jeremy has back-to-back plays to get right back into the game and keep this thing going.
You're talking like coach missed the guy in the corner.
Well, I mean,
I'm impressed. Yeah, I mean, there's so many events in an NBA game. There are thousands of events, and that's why it's the most difficult game to officiate. And each event can have an amazing amount of meaning in the game. And so, you know, when mistakes happen, you got to be able to process them very quickly and move on to the next play. You know, both if you're a player and a coach, or an official. You know, it was a night of many frustrations, but in the end, it was a night of great joy because of how the guys stuck to it and stuck together. So, you know, it's been a very tough stretch. We didn't compete well, you know, in the last game at home against Charlotte. Our compete level was tremendous tonight, even though we didn't play tremendously from start to finish.
And that's what I would ask you. How critical was it to come back and have one where you scrapped it out, given the way Wednesday went and just how you guys played?
Yeah, it was much needed, you know. To have a game like that in our building in front of our fans is not what we want to experience. It was tough. You know, we had a good practice yesterday. We came for a shoot around today, so we, you know, in many of these situations on the road, we'll bypass a shoot around to save guys' legs, but we wanted to really focus on the things that we needed to, which was trying to stay down and stay in front of these guys all night, and it's very difficult. You know, when Gilgeous-Alexander went out, you know, we certainly caught a break there, but you know, they kept causing problems. Dort had a great game. Jerome hit big plays. Giddy's going to be a terrific player in this league. You know, they kept making plays, and so we had to make, you know, one or two extra plays.
Pat Boylan.
Rick, they didn't hit a shot at Oklahoma City in the final 2 minutes of regulation or of overtime. You talked about it a little bit there, but what specifically did you see from your group on the defensive end that was able to shut them out in the most important moments of the game?
Yeah, you know, we got a team of guys that have been around. Where, you know, Duarte's the only rookie that's playing out there tonight, along with Terry Taylor, who, you know, as I mentioned, did a terrific job. You know, these guys are winners. You know, they want to find a way. And when it gets this tough, and when you have plays like you know, there's a couple times we just threw the ball out of bounds, and we just, you know, it was a miscommunication or whatever, and you know, some ugly plays like that. You know, those are ones that can really deflate an entire team. But the bench stayed positive, the guys on the floor stayed positive, the coaching staff stayed positive. And hey, you get down 6 in overtime, 6-0 to start. Look, let's get 2 points and get a stop. And the way it happened, I think we got an and one, so that got us back to 3, and then we created some more momentum with a couple more stops. So just a real resilient performance by the guys.
Scott.
I think you called me. Rick, do you have any updates in terms of Duarte and Batase's injury?
Duarte turned his ankle. Batase got his foot stepped on. So we'll know more tomorrow on him. They have an X-ray machine here, but we're not sure that it's a good one, I guess, or if it has enough resolution. So they'll probably take another scan, another X-ray tomorrow, and see for sure. He's sore. The hope is that it's not serious, that it's just, you know, more of a soft tissue thing in the foot, just from getting stepped on. But we'll know more tomorrow.
And then, can you share your general philosophy on fouling up 3, because it worked out beautifully tonight?
Yeah, well, the philosophy's pretty obvious. You know, if you do it successfully, you know, there are a string of events that need to happen for the team to be able to tie the game. They're going to need to miss a free throw. They're going to need to get the rebound. They're going to need to find an open player. They're going to need to get the ball in the basket. And you know, if you don't do that, you leave a lot to chance, because NBA players do amazing things in the last 6.5 seconds of a game. You know, Lloyd mapped it out well. The goal in that situation is always to foul, you know, as the opponent is catching the ball, facing the opposite direction, so he can't go right into his shot. In this case, we were able to foul a guy who was in the process of passing, which worked out well. And I haven't seen the play again yet. I think we may have missed an opportunity to foul immediately, but the way it worked out was better anyway. So we had some good fortune there. You know, and then of course Muscala misses the first free throw, which, you know, means he's going to definitely miss the second one. And then, you know, we were able to come up with the ball. So, you know, pretty good result for us.
Tuning East.
Going to Terry in this game for his size. What did you see from him in his minutes? Did you like him at all? Did you consider going to Isaiah at all in this game as a counterpunch at all?
Isaiah was in the mix for sure. Terry Taylor is a little bit different type of player. He's not as tall, but he is strong. He has length, and he has the ability. He has more experience guarding guys that really want to put the ball on the floor and drive it. Because he's got a ton of G League experience, and he's been the best player in the G League. So once again, hats off to Spencer Anderson, our analytics guy, who found him out of nowhere, whatever school he was from, and we had him for a workout, and decided to give him a shot in summer league, and he's become really the most productive player in the G League, and tonight he was a winning player for us. So that's awful good work, and Terry's done an incredible amount of work to get himself to the point where he's ready to step into an NBA game and seamlessly compete, and not make obvious rookie type mistakes. I mean, he flowed with the game. He was in the right place at the right time. He sat down and defended. I mean, it was good. It was good stuff.
First off, how does the ankle feel, and does it feel better after a win like that?
Definitely feels better after a win. To be honest, I couldn't even feel it out there. It was my lungs. It was my first. I didn't get as much conditioning as I should have, but glad we won. We played good, so that was important.
What did it mean to just pull this one out? Close games have kind of been the downfall of some of these games this season. So how did it feel just find a way to win the game?
I'm proud of the whole team. We were down 3 times in the game big. Even late, we were down 6. They hit 2 tough threes. So just to come back, keep fighting. Coach drew up a play. We said, we don't need a 3, we can get a quick 2 too, and we just kept getting 2s and got ourselves back in the game. Karras, Jeremy Lamb at late were big time, very clutch. Can
you take us through the bucket to tie the game at 100? And Coach Carlisle said you're a beast, and you were in the crowd, and it just some kind of way muscled up putting it in.
I don't know. I don't even remember. At that point, you're just competing, trying to get the rebound, help the team out any way you can, So.
And then what did you think of the contribution of Justin Holiday, particularly with that steal and that,
He was big, he had 2 big plays like that at the end of the day, and that's what helped us. O'Shea tipped it out, we got a bit lucky there in the last possession when they had 2 easy shots, but that's basketball. Sometimes it goes in, sometimes it doesn't.
Did you breathe easier after they tipped it out? Because for a while, oh my God.
Yeah, it was tough for a bit there, but with Justin at the line, I knew we were good.
Pat?
Domas, there was that sequence there late in overtime where you got to stop, but then Lamb turned it over and they had a 3-on-1 and a 4-on-2. And you guys were in a pretty difficult spot there, but it seemed like you were able to get back and at least make that play a little bit difficult, and then you ultimately ended up getting the stop. Yeah. What did you see from those hectic minutes, and it kind of ended up being a game-changing type of series?
On that particular play, I just remember everybody running back. I swiped at the ball. I thought it was a foul. They kept playing. I feel like the offense didn't even know what was going on, And then they took 2 tough shots, and I don't know. We just got the ball. Just kept playing.